Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 for some racing. Yes, of course, we are back with a custom circuit to go racing around, if you like. We are starting with 190Z. Well, there was some confusion over... Well, the vehicle is supposed to be locked to a certain class, and it ended up not being, so there are a few cars that have gone off for a head start that are not 190Zs that we're going to potentially see if we can catch by the end of the race, possibly. Who knows? We'll see what happens, really. We have a selection of 190Zs. Oh, that thing's solid. That's fine. All is good. All is good enough, at least, for the start. We are off. Longbow tried to do it. Longbow's J-turn was not as successful as they would have liked in this one. There's going to be a gap through the middle here, I think, that we can follow. There is that's the Dynasty having an adventure on its own. Can we chase down the Dynasty? And I think it's two Roosevelts that are in here. Ewan is going to lead through the chicane. There was kind of a gap to end up going. Oh, I'm struggling to stop in time there. That is more of a technical section than I realised. I don't know the track at all, of course. So I was not aware that was going to be such a tight corner. We are heading uphill. That's fine. We've got a big slipstream now. With there being, there's slipstream and catch up, of course, and with there being some cars out in front, technically catch up won't be doing very much to us. The catch up only affects the lead car in slowing it down, which is fine when you've got a lead pack, because it does slow everything down. But here it will potentially spread us out a little bit more until we catch those runaway Roosevelts. Well, runaway Roosevelts and a Dynasty. The Dynasty I don't think is going to last too long at the front of the field, but it's trying. It's trying its very best. Ewan's running a bit too deep through there, but we are not able to make the most of it. We have got a Gliska, is that to the outside, having a look. I don't know if there is any way around here. That's a nasty corner, actually, in the tunnel. I don't know if it might get slightly sort of tightening corner as it goes through. I've got no way past. I've not really got in. We're too close to really get a slipstream run, which I think the similar problem Gliska had. Oh, that's a corner and a half right there that we did not get right. And that is the end of the first... That is the end of the lap, I should say. Fun circuit. Definitely a challenging circuit in places. Got to be really careful. Oh, with the braking zones through a couple of these corners. There is a red car out on the extreme left. We are about to catch up to Brazen's Dynasty. The red car's gone a long way off to the left of the circuit there. We will jump some curbs and try and just sit in the slipstream. And I mean, the main goal for us here is just not to lose touch with the lead pack in all of this. I say lead pack, but the lead 190Z. I think Brace might have got turned by Ninetails. Oh dear, the poor Dynasty. Well, it lasted a lap out in front, but it has inevitably really been caught. These are significantly faster cars. Even with slipstream and the like, it's never going to be able to keep pace with the 190Z. We are managing to keep everybody relatively close for the moment, although if you make a mistake with the 190Zs, you're in for a bad time right now, because you are going to... I mean, as you can see, we're already considerably more spread out here. We're lost touch a little bit with Ewan and... Is it Mute up there, or is it level 8? I'm not actually sure. But yeah, we've already lost touch a little bit with them. A long straight should drag us all back into the fight. Essentially, Gliska with that little bit of understeer, it is level 8 up at the front. Alright, come on. Where's the... Oh no, the slipstream just didn't want to go. Awesome. That's what we love to see. Oh, now it wants to go when it's a little bit too late. Not going to be able to do anything here. We already saw I had trouble with the braking there last lap around. Oh, did not quite get the slingshot correct there. We are, unfortunately, not able to really make too much ground on level 8 and Ewan. It's a shame, but it will not be long. I mean, we are catching We are catching those Roosevelts. They have still got a little bit of a lead. Danger Man was braver through there than I was. Yeah, the Roosevelts, they've got a little bit of a lead, but it's not much, is it? Oh, and we got a little crossed up through that section. We got a little bit sideways and a little bit out of control. All is fine. Danger Man is better off that corner than we were. There are the two Roosevelts. They're trying. The horde is closing in. Well, they've almost got to half distance. At least. That's something, right? Ninetails has sent it, and sent it quite wide through all of that. Oh, the Roosevelts are about to lose the lead. I think, was it Impega and Amy are driving those ones? They are. I mean, they can sit in the slipstream for a little bit. And, you know, they're now not going to be slowed down by catch-up anymore, so maybe they can, you know, put up a bit of a fight. I don't know. I'm going to guess they're going to struggle at the end of the day. I mean, just look at them compared to the 190Zs. I mean, these are old classic cars, of course, but considerably more modern than the Roosevelts. Amy's trying to cling on to that second place. Ewan has got the lead of the race for now. It's all getting very busy. We are going to try and follow level A. We got such a good run. We snuck past. I mean, it's risky going to the outside. If we get squished to the wall by one of those, they will, you know, really slow us down. I have got absolutely no slipstream down here again, which is not ideal. Oh, we can get it turned in. Chris, oh dear. I was really hoping that wasn't going to flip me. Sadly, that was the option I had. It was either going to have to slam on the brakes and get ploughed into by everybody behind, or try to avoid the crash. And that was not ideal for us. That's unfortunate. That's. I mean, they are placed out there to stop, you know, egregious track limits violation. Although those ones there aren't too bad. Nothing typical. I find the ones that are really bad, the ones that cost you huge amounts of time. I mean, Chris did also have a bad time in that one. Yeah, we were just trying to avoid an accident and we had a bad day. I mean, it's not over yet, of course. The leaders are now, you know, the 190Zs that are leading the way are now going to be slowed down by catch-up, so there should be a chance for us. This track, while technical in places, to still have some long straights for slipstream and catch-up to be effective on. So the hope is that we can maybe work our way forward, especially if we can get in. If we can go with Liam here, come on, go, find some slipstream. Now would have been a good time. I mean, earlier would have been a good time. It is now working, but you could have started a little sooner and lose out to Longbow here. Impega has fallen off the lead pack with that Roosevelt, which is, you know, not all that surprising, really. Now, we need a good run through here. We need a good run up the hill. We need a good... Well, lap 5 needs to be spot on. We can't really afford any mistakes. We can't afford any more time loss. We can't really afford for the slipstream to forget how to work, thankfully. This time around, it is doing its job as it should do. We get a good run up the hill. We are able to go fairly unopposed through that section. It looks like Chris had an issue. I didn't see what happened. Liam is going to draw alongside. The leaders aren't too far away, and they are now starting to fight one another. That is good news. Do I have the grip to hold it all the way there? I do not. But that's fine. It was worth a try, and in the end we didn't really lose too much time in terms of having Liam come past us, and then we will potentially be able to fight back. Not quite there. We had momentum. Liam wasn't really expecting a car to go to the outside there, I suspect, which is, I say, fair enough. It would not necessarily... I was hoping we could just breeze past before we really got to the corners, but yeah, that's always going to be a difficult one to pull off. We have got some slipstream, and we will make the pass stick. Going to run a smidge wide up there. Whoa! That's not what we needed. Survived it, but only just. Oh, yeah, Impega is desperate to get in any slipstream they can, of course. They need that in the Roosevelt. It's the only chance it has of keeping up is a whole boatload of slipstream, because it is just so far down on speed in comparison to these, and that's understandable. You know, it's to be expected, really. Not going to be able to do that, am I? No, we will. I just not do anything stupid. It's been quite the fight to get us back into this situation. So the last thing I want to do is go and have a crash with 1 lap to go, where we really will be completely out of time. So yeah, it's a case of don't do anything completely dumb. I mean, of course we'll try and win it on the final lap if we can. We're in the fight now. Just got to pick and choose our moments to make progress through here. There's going to be a lot of slipstream in terms of a race to the finish line. You're not going to be able to win it from this far back. Cars will get too good of a run further up. It's important to know. I mean, there could well be crashes. There could well be shunts along the way on this final lap. Level 8 finds those curbs out wide, gets away with it. We are into the chicane and it's side by side. Blakey is to the front of the pack briefly, but gets a little bit crossed up through that chicane and well, it stays side by side with Ewan. I don't think we'll quite hold on to that. Danger Man bounces it sideways, gets some curb boost, but might struggle on the exit. We've got a lot of momentum here. I don't know whether that sign is destructible or not, but thankfully we didn't have to find out. We are to the front of the pack. Gliska and Liam are behind as we run through the next turn. Oh, Liam gets very sideways through there. We've almost lapped the Dynasty. That's not having a fun time here. We've got a massive lead, but it is immediately gone away as we lose all of our power. Level 8 is to the front of the pack, in the front pack, and we got the little list of tags from Ninetales, and the car decided to violently steer left. I love it when it does that. It's so helpful. Honestly, it is just the most useful thing in the game. The crash enhancement script is so frustratingly dumb. Basically, it is unfortunate for Ninetales in that one. So, I'd say Ninetales got him off a little bit worse in that I think they got carted wide. I'm not going to get the slipstream that we need, I don't think. No, we actually have got really great drive through the middle of all that, which really surprises me. We have got to send this to the inside. If we are going to stand a chance of winning it, we got too much oversteer. We're not going to have the momentum required on the exit, I don't think. That being said, we've got an all-right amount of speed. It might be a podium. That oversteer mid-corner killed us, which is slightly disappointing, because we might have been able to win it. Oh, we got 4th in the end. We didn't quite steal a podium at the death. Gliska takes victory. Level 8 is 2nd. Liam is 3rd. We steal a 4th, but we couldn't quite get a podium ahead of Danger Man. Ninetales is 6th, ahead of Ewan, Mute, Blakey. Impega was right actually there with the lead group, with the Roosevelt just about clinging on at the end there, helped by a massive squabble for position. Oh, manic race. We did kind of send it in the final corner a bit. I just got a little bit too much oversteer. We had to do. If I hadn't sent it that hard, we would have been too far back anyway, I think. So it was worth a try. Just couldn't keep the back end in check. But a fun race, a fun circuit. For our second race, we have all got the same car this time. No more multiclass shenanigans. We've got the Dominator ASP. It's essentially the old SVT Cobra Mustang. Do you remember driving this car a while back? I haven't used it crazy amount, but it was a pretty damn good car to go racing with. So here is hoping that we will have a good race this time out. We actually had a very good start. Normally we'll get off the line. As I say that, we get very sideways. Still having problems. Normally you get off the line and the car in second will kind of beat you to the first corner or be right alongside you and so on. But no, unfortunately it didn't last or anything. But there is that. Oh, we are over some curbs and we are slow on the exit there, and we're going to get mugged by. Well, the good start did not last long, and I mean that is the way it goes sometimes with this. There's not going to be space there for us. Sometimes a good start doesn't mean a good first lap, but there's plenty of time in this race. At the end of the day, that is what matters. We will hopefully be able to work our way forward. Liam got tagged by someone, crossed up in front of the pack. It's always a scary sight when you see that car twitching around. You don't know where it's going to go, what's going to end up happening. You can't necessarily do much. Oh, that was weird spin. That was a very weird spin. I don't quite know what happened to Dangerman and Stevie on that. They just kind of simultaneously spun. I mean, Dangerman pinged off the door of my car a little bit, but that should never have been enough to just end up having it 90. And Stevie's was the incredibly violent spin. Oh, Brazen has missed the final corner. Oh, of course, Ninetales gets over the... Amy found a pit wall. That is quite impressive, actually. Oh, yeah, the car stopped for turn 1, and I can't run in too fast through there because there was a lot of cars on the outside. Blakey, I'm going to guess, found some stop sticks, potentially running out so wide. I'm not sure. Or had to go for some reason, because the orange car was leading the way and has suddenly come to a halt. We are still in a big old battle here. It's a bit spread out further back in this one, although with the way that the races go with the catch-up and so on, it means if you have a bad start to the race, you still got a chance. You know, even if you've had a terrible first lap, there is still hope for you at catching. That's a way too big of a dive. I'm sorry, Liam, that corner is way tighter than I... Is it way tighter than I was thinking? I don't know why I thought I could get away with braking that late. I mean, I would have made the corner... It would be a very bad line. I would have made the corner, but yeah, we braked way too late with way too much speed going into that one. Thankfully, Liam has actually got away with that relatively well. So, Dangerman like lightly bumped the side of my car going through here and spun. We torpedoed the side of Liam's car and it did nothing. Very little. It pushed Liam a bit wide and that was it. You know, of course, I know there's a slight difference in terms of angles or you know, plenty of difference in terms of angles. It's funny, all right? How Liam got away with so minor trouble from that is quite impressive. Everyone's going to go side by side through this chicane to end the lap. I mean, I wanted to try and make a pass, but in the end we couldn't. And we've got a huge amount of slipstream here, which is good, but that far back would probably not let you win the race. You need to be closer for the run to the finish line. There's going to be a slipstream battle there, that's for sure. Oh god, we were stuck between a level 8 and a Chris place on that one. Oh, and we have had we've gone round. Liam's gone round. Hey, we've gone round in front of the chicane. Possibly Blakey might have been waiting for someone, actually. I don't know. I didn't see what happened. Maybe that's why the car was pulled over. But yeah. We were like, I couldn't give Chris any more space on the outside because I had a car on the inside, and I doubt Chris would have known I had a car on the inside of me at that point. Unfortunately, it has all gone a little bit skew whiff through there. Chris missed a checkpoint, I think, in that, which is why they were reversing. At least we didn't end up missing the checkpoint. I mean, we're coming up towards half distance. It's not gone great, this race for us, but if we have a clean run, there is definitely a chance. Now, Stevie will want to work together with me, basically. You don't really want to fight too hard for position. You don't want to waste your energy fighting over 10th. The goal is to get, well, the goal is to win. So, you know, our main objective currently is catch back up to the lead group. So I won't fight very hard for this position at all, and I doubt Stevie will either, because what we want to do is we want to slipstream together. We want to work together. Slingshot away forward. I'm not taking that corner there well at all. So, yeah, Stevie will line up and we'll get slipstream run. Don't know what side they want. They can take the outside. That's fine. And go past. I will then duck back into line. Oh, although I got a slipstream pull right as we went over that crest and the car got super light. Jeez. That just wanted to go straight at that point. It was just not turning in. Okay, well that's made a slight bigger a problem with our whole teamwork strategy. If we can catch up to the back of Ninetales at least, then that would be good. I wonder if... might have been some missed checkpoints as well running wide out there, because if you try and use a lot of the outside of the track, you will run the risk of missing a checkpoint as well in a couple of these places. Let's get slowed down through here. Please get a good exit. Don't do that. That's not what we needed. Just trying to be sneaky. I mean, I'm trying to essentially straight line the corners as much as possible. We really want to get into the slipstream of the cars ahead. I think there should be a good chance. We should catch this lead pack. We're not going to have long, and it's always the difficulty. Sometimes you can win races by turning up at the right time on the last lap, although would generally like a little bit more time to almost settle into the battle, if you like, because driving a track when you're in a big crowd of cars is very different to driving a track completely on your own. So yeah, suddenly turning up into a pack, having been away from one for a while. There's a gap. Hey, that was something right there. I don't know what started. Ninetales found a way through as well. It was unfortunate whatever spin went on, but Liam was stuck, had nowhere to go. Stevie got caught in that, and we snuck through. We got hit, but it was only a minor hit. I will take that. I will survive from that one. They are about 6 wide, heading for the lead into the chicane here. Ninetales has sent it very hard and is having a problem. Hey! Yeah, that's too much speed. That's not what you want to do. Oh, we got 2 laps to go. We are almost there, though. We've recovered. We've got back to the lead group. We will hopefully be in the fight. Blakey is up there as well. Team Orange is almost here. Is almost working together. Relatively nicely, at least, as much as we ever do. Oh, and everyone's checked up. And this is what I mean by it's so different racing hot laps as it is in the pack, because in the pack you will have cars, you just won't be able to carry as much speed through these corners. You'll have cars checking up, you'll have to alter your line a lot more than when we were running around on our own. Although we're never massively on our own for this race, not as much as some races that I have done. They are side by side. Let's get an Impega. Oh, we got we were a little bit early on the brakes through there because of the horde of cars in front, and it's so difficult to judge. Level 8 wasn't to know that we were going to be being early on the brakes, and when you have slipstream, you're just pulled into some of these corners way faster than you want. It is easily done in some of these places. We will get a better run than Blakey and move ourselves up into a 4th position. The orange car will follow, and that's fine. We'll try and drag them with us. We've got astonishingly good speed through there, but I got nowhere to go with it. I could have chucked it to the real inside of Gliska, but it would have been making it it was a very awkward gap to aim for if we'd gone for that one, which is why we just backed out of it. They seem to be able to bump draft a little bit. I wouldn't stake my life on it, but they do seem to be not too bad at the old bump drafting through there. When they do make contact, though, sometimes you do struggle with a little bit of a lack of steering going on. Oh, this is getting really hectic now. It's the final lap of the race, and it's just about anything is going to happen here. I'm very glad I got the checkpoint, but that was very much on edge. That time around, we didn't get launched by the bumps on the outside there. It is far too many cars into the chicane. This is like, sometimes you see a group of cars and you just know trouble is about to happen. It's the final lap of the race and everybody is stacked up. Something is going to happen here, right? There's no way we make it through all of this in one piece. We have been very sneaky, but we're all sorts of out of shape there. Though I was worried, like, having never got out there was a chance, and it would have been perfectly fair if there were stop sticks or those bumps to hit. It was a gamble that we took because I had a load of momentum and I didn't have anywhere else to go with it, so we gave it a try. It has worked a little bit for us. I don't know whether it's going to work all the way, though. It's still a really big group of cars. The lead pair have got clear. Oh, and we have got stuck on the outside. Yeah, I mean, we were trying to get through the chicane, and we're going to be too far back now. There's just not much else that we can do now. Oh, there's been more shenanigans going on. We will try and get some slipstream off of Amy. It's the best shot we've got. I mean, we'll run into the final chicane, carry as much speed as we can. There's been a good few crashes across those bumps. Oh, Team Orange appeared, and we're going to sneak a 7th. There was a lot of running wide. It was dramatic, I will give it that. But there we go. And Ewan's playing some football. It went wrong for Ewan at some point in this. It's a great fun track, actually. Really liked it. Challenging, definitely tough to overtake in places. But yeah, there was some great fun racing. Little bit unfortunate in the in the final race there, although it was such a big pack of cars. Something was always bound to happen on that one. We had a good run to the finish line on the first race. Couldn't quite sneak a podium, but there we go. It is level 8 that will claim victory in this one. That though is going to be it for this video. A big thank you to Danger Man for building this circuit. It's a great track to go racing around. And of course, thank you all very much for watching. That though is going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.